Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so before I begin with this video, I would like to thank each one of you, the ones who have subscribed my channel. Thank you for showing your love and support, and for the ones who have been constantly following my updates and watching my videos. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, please do so and be part of my family. So this video is going to be very exciting because, as you have already seen the title itself, it's talking about the heart of a real woman. Okay, real woman. It's going to be very interesting because all you people out there, men and women, it will be very informative, this video that I'll be talking about, because I will be definitely talking about how a true woman or a real woman is, and it'll be easier for you how to identify them. So let's go. Okay, so I will be based all the qualities from the Bible. Yes, you heard it right, from the Bible, because I mean the word of God itself, it has already mentioned the qualities of a woman. So it will not be based on my views, but it's gonna be based from here. So before we get into that main content, I just wanna quickly tell you that if you go to book of Jeremiah chapter 1 verses 5, it says, God said that He knew us before He even formed us to our mother's womb. He knew you before you even formed in your mother's womb, which means all of us are special, and all of us are built with purpose, and that the world is telling you lies if they tag you with certain names and all that sort. But notice that you guys are truly special, and do not underestimate yourself, and whatever gender you belong to, women, men, notice that God purposely formed you to be a man or a woman because He knew you, He knew your name, He knew the numbers of your hair. So that's not me telling, okay guys, it's from this. Okay, so when God designed us women, I mean, when He created Adam from if you find this in the book of Genesis, where He created earth, animals, and a man, which is Adam, and He said it that that it's not good for a man to be alone. So He also mentioned that he needs a helper. Now, I just thought that I was thinking that He could have created another man to be a helper for Him, but instead He created a woman to be a man's helper. Isn't that interesting? It's interesting because with that verse, it kicked my thought that women are specially designed. Okay, we are specially designed to be a man's helper, which means without women, men cannot survive, because He already mentioned it that a man cannot live alone and he needs a helper, and He created a woman, and on that context we play a very important role when it comes to relationships with family, partners, husbands, brothers. We are not just a helper, but we play a major role. Now, what He meant by helper, okay, now some of you might be thinking like, what's so great about being a helper? I mean, are we tagged as servants? Helper has vast concept when God used the word helper. It does not mean that we are manservant. Like, who believes that? Being woman is not easy, okay? Being a woman, it takes a lot of growth and maturity to be a real woman. Some of you are willing to follow the world because it's cool, it's trendy, you feel accepted, but a true godly woman is not interested in the world. She is more interested in building her relationship with God, which is the top most priority about her. She likes to be in a circle of friends that can build her spiritually. Okay, so moving on to the next point, we have Proverbs chapter 14 verses 1. It says, "The wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands the foolish ones tears her down." Okay, so if any woman out there who wants to know what is the difference between a woman and a real woman, please watch this video and you will be surprised of the fact that you have been in which sides. If you are the follower of Christ, you will be more aware that there is a huge difference. So the first thing that a real woman is that she's calm, gentle, and submissive. Ooh, that is so good. Which most of us are not, including myself first. Yeah, we tend to be very loud, okay? We tend to be very loud, and we can really raise our voice to the highest pitch, and but that is not what God is teaching us to be, okay? As a real woman, as a godly woman, He told us that we need to be quiet, silent, gentle. If you ask me, is it easy to be a gentle woman? No, it's not easy. It's very challenging, and I am a person who is still working on that part because I'm a very not okay, let me put it a nice way. I'm not a calm person. But we are designed, okay? We are designed to be gentle. So which means we have that qualities in us, and we need to not put in that way that we are not gentle and we will never be. No, we can. God knew you before He formed you, so definitely He has put these qualities in you, and you just have to figure out how to work on it. Because in the future, okay, once you get married, you need to be gentle, in the sense that there will be so much of challenges that will come between you and your husband. And I'm not saying that you have to lower your voice and make him be heard. No, I mean, you can always stand up for your right, and you can always communicate with your husband, your boyfriend, your partners in a very gentle manner. Because if you are a woman of God, He has never taught us to be loud and scream and, "Oh, I want this, no, you have to listen to me." We can always stand on our rights by being calm, by being gentle. He will listen to you. Another point is that a real woman is more interested in figuring out who she is and not what people define her. And she's not interested in proving herself that to feel accepted by others, because she's not a people pleaser. She knows that God has give her a purpose to be here, and she's not going to compromise that, and she will do anything but not to be part of the world. She is not interested to be more of a worldly things. She likes to do more of a spiritual things. She likes to pray more. She's more focused in building her relationship with God rather than building relationships with people. Now, this is very interesting because it talks more of behavior, a character of a woman, and I feel that this specifically talking about a married woman, where it pointing out the house. A wise woman will build a home, and she has to make sure that a home will be a safe environment for her husband, her children. This verse clearly talks about the reason why we need to be gentle, because we might ruin the house, we might tear the house down. Yeah, very intense. So the next one we have, again, 1 Timothy chapter 2 verses 11. It says, I do not permit a woman to teach or to have authority over a man. She must be silent. Now if you I'll just go through from the Bible and just read out to you guys. Why? Now you will see why is that. Why? It's because God has clearly mentioned it here in the Bible, because she must be quiet. For Adam was formed first, then Eve. And Adam was not the one deceived. It was the woman who was deceived and became a sinner. So clearly God has instructed us that it is a man who has to be in authority, because he has to be a leader. Because if a man is a leader in the house, then the marriage will last longer, because if he is a man of God, then he will lead the family, the wife and the children towards worshipping God. And women cannot take that charge. Women can be a helper and a supportive friend to her husband, and making sure that her children will also follow the teachings of God. Okay, moving on to the next one. Let's go. Proverbs 19, chapter 19 verses 14. It says, houses and wealth are inherited from parents, but very interesting, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Wow. Now you may ask, what is a prudent wife? So because when I go through this part, I was like, okay, what is a prudent wife? So I did a little research, and it means prudent wife. It means a woman who thinks ahead, rather than simply reacting emotionally to her circumstances or being surprised by natural consequences. She anticipates them and prepares accordingly. Wow. So here, this part is very important, plays a very important role when it comes to marriage. Okay, now anyone can be a wife, right? Any woman can be a wife, but it takes a godly woman to be a prudent wife. Ow! I like that so much. Okay, so getting back, sorry, I got distracted with this. Understand, guys, especially men, you might be rich, you might build a house, you might be very wealthy, but you might get these from your parents or from yourself. But a prudent wife, you cannot buy her, you cannot build her, because it comes from the Lord. And if you are a man of God, if you are a real man of God, then God will give you a prudent wife. It makes so much sense. She thinks ahead. She simply reacting emotionally, and she prepares accordingly. I mean, so amazing. So amazing. Who doesn't want to be like that? I am going to work on this part. It's so okay. So the next one, which is very interesting. Okay, before I read it out, what the word of God says, I would like to say I am deeply so sorry for all the girls who thought that outfits matters, dressing sense matters, and makeup, the outer beauty matters, because it does not matter, because what God is going to tell you right now, it will blow your mind. Okay, listen very carefully. First Peter chapter 3 verse 3. It says, okay, your beauty should not come from outward adornment. This is what it said. Let me repeat it again, because I like this line. Your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as elaborate hairstyles and the wearing of gold jewelry or fine clothes. Rather, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. Okay, girls. For all of you women who has been getting this wrong, the world might tell you that it matters what you're wearing, it matters what the color of your lips, it matters how you look. Yes, I won't say it. You should not groom well. Of course, you should look pretty. You should groom well, be hygiene, be clean, but not to be so extra that you end up idling yourself. It doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter what the world is telling you, because what matters is that your inner self, your real beauty, your real charm, your wisdom, your characters, you being worth in God's sight is more precious than what the world is offering to you. A man is being designed and built to be strong, masculine, and protective of towards the family. And woman, she's soft, she's designed to be feminine, to be gentle, to be quiet in spirit, to be able to shape the family to become a better home, healthy lifestyles, which shows that it is God-centered relationship, God-centered family, God-centered environment, and that's how the children will also be able to follow the steps of their parents, especially when it comes to godly relationship. It's very important, guys. We should not compromise that part, because having children is like having tiny armies, warriors, because how parents going to shape them to become God's children and God's army is our responsibility, because if we lack the relationship with God, we will not be able to build such children. Okay, there's so much more that you can find in from the Bible, and it's very, very interesting. Trust me. After I've run through this verse, I was like amazed of the fact that how did I miss out so much? And reaching to a certain age where that we have completely become an adult woman, it's very important for us to not compromise these qualities, because we are going to miss out so much in life, and the whole purpose of you being born as a woman will be in vain. So because God has created you as a woman for a reason, and there is a purpose why he formed you as a woman. If you read the Bible, if you pray more, then you will understand your value, and you will not do things that displeases God. Okay, this is also for men. Okay, and godly woman attracts godly men, which is so obvious. God-fearing man is also equally important, because without him there will be a broken homes. Without having a man of God leading the family is so important, because if there's no such man, marriage will fail definitely. And the worst of all is that the family will not be closer to God, because if the man himself is not responsible enough to think that he's got responsibilities, and his shoulder needs to be more stronger to be able to provide food and the word of God. That is like a must, especially women who are going to the next chapter of their life, that is getting married and stuff. You need to be prepared that you have the qualities of a prudent wife. You're more than just a helper. If a man can fall, but if he has the right woman, if he has a God fearing woman, then you are not just lucky, but you are the blessed man, because God has given you a prudent wife. He have already mentioned it earlier that health and wealth might be inherited from your parents, but a prudent wife is inherited from the Lord. With that, I will close the video, and because I can really talk so much, and I don't want to get hyped and get diverted and all that, so we have come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching the video till the end, and for more, please, if you want to watch the video for more, please make sure you subscribe my channel, you hit the like button, and don't forget to show your love and support to me, of course. And hope you have a great and wonderful day, and I would like to dig more. So see you guys soon. See you guys until the next video. Bye bye.